Dear student, today I will discuss English first paper, intermediate first year, literature, and the topic is Unit on Lesson 2, Nelson Mandela from apartheid fighter to president. Dear students, in your first paper, there is two dignified persons. One is Nelson Mandela and another is Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Today I am going to discuss about Nelson Mandela. Dear student, take your textbook, Unit 1, Lesson 2. Let's go to discuss in details. Text. Johannesburg, Nelson Mandela guided South Africa from the shackles of apartheid to a multi-racial democracy as an icon of peace and reconciliation, who came to embody the struggle for justice around the world. You know that Nelson Mandela was the president of South Africa, and he was famous all over the world. Because of why? Because his fighting was against white minority rule and to state justice among the people, specific between white people and black people. For his fighting, Nelson Mandela was imprisoned for nearly 3 decades for his fight against white minority rule. The then president of that time, South Africa, the authority has imprisoned Nelson Mandela for 3 decades. 3 decades means what? 1 decade is equal to 10 years. So if we count 3 decades, so in year 30 years. He has been imprisoned in jail about 30 years. So here, if we discuss the life of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, the father of Bengali nation, we can see the same history in their lifestyle. The fighting of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was about what? He wants to make free the Bengali people from the shackles of Pakistani army and the ruler of that time. So Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman is a hero. He never lost his power and ambition and desire, and he never stopped his fighting, though the Pakistani ruler have tortured him all through his life, but he did not even stop his journey. Like Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, Nelson Mandela never lost his resolve to fight for his people's emancipation. Emancipation means to make free of his people from the shackles of the ruler, the cruel ruler. He was determined. Nelson Mandela was determined. Why? To bring down apartheid while avoiding a civil war. Civil war home to home. So if there begins civil war, so anarchy, terrorism, torture and indiscipline will be increased among the people. There will be destroy the economy, the humanity of a country, of a state. So Nelson Mandela wants to stop such kind of civil war. His prestige and charisma helped him win the support of the world. So Nelson Mandela was very brave person, and his action was right, appropriate, and his ambition, his desire, his fighting, everything of Nelson Mandela, the people like, not only South Africa but also all over the world. So he has got support from everywhere, like Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Whenever Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was fighting, so many countries come in contact with Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and many countries help our country by giving their force, their instrument, and their with their decision. So, with the help of those people, encouragement, it has become possible to make free our Bengali people from the shackles of Pakistani rulers and people. I hate race discrimination most intensely. Who said this? Nelson Mandela. He is saying that I hate race discrimination most intensely and in all its manifestations. That means Nelson Mandela dislike discrimination. That may be race discrimination, color discrimination, and he did not want the people to imply this discrimination among the people or specific between black people and white people. I have fought it all during my life. I will fight it now and will do so until the end of my days. Mandela said in his acceptance speech on becoming South Africa's first black president in 1994. You know that, dear students, Nelson Mandela became president after becoming free from the jail. He never lost his power. Again, he took part in the democratic fight, and with the vote of the people, he became president. So after becoming president, he declared such kinds of words, and he also said that not only that time but also all through of his life, the years how much he will alive in the world, he will continue his fighting, so that justice must be between black people and white people. Every people can get equal rights. Some people will get equal right and some people will be neglected. It is not the desire of Nelson Mandela. So dear student, if you think there is comparative study, the topic must be clear. You know that before 1971, the rulers and the people of Pakistani army, they have tortured, and the Bengalis were suppressed, depressed and oppressed in the field of job, in the field of economy, in the field of getting any kinds of rights. They have tortured us. So among the Bengali people, the brave leader Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, he has been fought against the Pakistani ruler like Nelson Mandela. The time for the healing of the wounds has come. The moment to bridge the chasms that divide us has come. So, whenever Nelson Mandela became president, so it is clear that as he has become president from the black people, so it is the chance of Nelson Mandela to take revenge against white people, as the authority of white people has suppressed the black people. So at that time, as the president has been selected from the black people, so naturally it is the common picture that the black people at that time they will take revenge upon the white people. But Nelson Mandela, he is another person. His mind is another, and he is very much humanity. He did not take any action, any revenge against the white minority rule. Let's advance the text. We have at last achieved our political emancipations. So Nelson Mandela declared that politically we have become free. Next, before 1994, that is in 1993, Mandela was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize, an honor he has shared with F.W.D. Clark the white African leader who had freed him from prison 3 years earlier and negotiated the end of apartheid. Here, dear student, whenever Nelson Mandela was imprisoned in the jail, about 3 decades, that is 30 years, but F.W.D. Clark, who was F.W.D. Clark? He was the white African leader. Supposed to say at that time the present government is among the Amulik party. So it is clear the leader of Amulik can help any other anti party member. So like that Nelson Mandela became free from the jail after passing 27 years. So 3 years have been cut out from his jail time. That is why Mandela was very cordial to the leader named F.W.D. Clark. Whenever he got the Nobel Peace Prize, he did not get the Nobel Peace Prize only oneself. Rather, he shared, that is, he also gave the prestige or honor of the Nobel Peace Prize with the leader F.W.D. Clark, who had freed him from the jail before 3 years. So it is the cordial love and it is the gratification of Nelson Mandela to the leader. Mandela went on to play a prominent role on the world stage as an advocate of human dignity in the face of challenges ranging from political repression to AIDS. You know that that time was the time of AIDS. Such as at that time corona virus is going on all over the world. It is the main tragedy of the world. So the South African people have been suffering from AIDS. At that time Nelson Mandela has taken appropriate step to solve this problem and to make all the people free from this epidemic disease AIDS. At that time our honorable president Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina is also taking appropriate decision to give corona tika to all the Bengalis so that they can protect themselves from this disease. He formally left public life in June 2004. In June 2004, he left his presidency, Nelson Mandela, before his 86th birthday, telling his adoring countrymen whenever he left his presidency, he has given a speech for his dear countrymen. He said that, "Don't call me, I will call you," but he remained one of the world's most revered public figures, combining celebrity sparkle with an unwavering message of freedom, respect and human rights. So, here two things, that is freedom, respect and human rights. These two things have been established in the society with the touch of Nelson Mandela. He is at the epicenter of our time, ours in South Africa and yours, wherever you are. Nadim Gordimer, the South African writer and Nobel laureate for literature, once remarked. So here, Nadim Gordimer, who was Nadim Gordimer? The South African writer and Nobel laureate. He said that Nelson Mandela was at the epicenter of our time, ours in South Africa and yours, wherever you are. That means Nadim Gordimer has appreciated Nelson Mandela mostly. Understand? He has said, he has commented that Nelson Mandela will be a remarkable figure for all the ages, for all the people. If any people, if any president can establish equal right and can continue democracy among the people, they can remember the name of Mandela, Nelson Mandela, like Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, because they have established justice among the people. The years Mandela spent behind bars made him the world's most celebrated political prisoner and a leader of mythic stature for millions of black South Africans and other oppressed people far beyond his country's borders. Not only South Africa but also all over the world. The oppressed people, among the oppressed people, Nelson Mandela has become an example, burning example, who has given them equal right and protect them from the torture of the injustice, cruel and brave, injustice, cruel and heinous authority of that state. Charged with capital offences in the 1963 Riverina trial, his statement from the dock was his political testimony. In 1963, Nelson Mandela has been called in capital offences, that is Riverina trial. So, going to the dock of the parliament, he has given a voice, he has given a clear voice among the justice, that is, during my lifetime I have dedicated myself to the struggle of the African people. I have fought against white domination and I have fought against black domination. I have cherished the ideal of democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and with equal opportunities, he told the court. So, standing in front of the court, these sentences of Nelson Mandela, what does imply? That is, he has done many things for the black people. All these words and all these sentences bear testimony of Nelson Mandela's justice among the people. It is an ideal I hope to live for and to achieve, but if needs be, it is an ideal for which I am prepared to die. That means Nelson Mandela is prepared to die only to spread justice among the people. Friends adored Mandela and fondly called him Madiba, the clan name by which he was known. People lauded his humanity, kindness and dignity. From the very boyhood, the people of that time called him dearly, saying Madiba. This was his clan name, and he is remembered among the people for what? Only for his humanity, kindness and dignity. So at that time, still he is remembered for his humanity, kindness and dignity. So if we study comparatively between Nelson Mandela and Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, so we can see that their motivation, their ambition, their desire was the same. They, by sacrificing their lives, by sacrificing their blood, by sacrificing their very emotional time from their tender age, so they have done great things for the people. They have fought not only to their life, for their luxury, but only for their home, for the people of countrymen. So they are remembered by the people, not only of their time, but also at that time, but in future we can remember them. So I will say all the political parties leader as well as the president to take some lesson and to take some tips from their life, so that they can also imply the same justice and the same humanity, the same kindness and dignity among the people, so that all the people can get equal rights. Thank you, dear.